Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your January 2022 general reading. We are looking at the first 2 weeks of January from the 1st to the 15th, the first 2 weeks of a brand new year, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, that you had a wonderful Christmas, and that you're transitioning into the new year peacefully. I am recording these in the last 2 days of the old year for the first 2 weeks of the new year. Thanks for taking the time to be here, and as always, a note of gratitude for your continued support of this channel, watching the videos, liking, sharing, subscribing, your donations, feedback, comments. Those of you who reach out for personal readings, grateful for all of it. Thank you. So Aries, this is for you for the first 2 weeks of January 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them all for any additional insight and perspective they may provide. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else. Feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description link below, that little arrow. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all main areas of life. And again, quite popular right now are the 6 and 12-month overviews I do, which take a look at all the main areas of life for the next 6 or 12 months, which you can order any time of the year. But a lot of people like to do that as we go into a new year, so something to think about. Okay, Aries, let's see what the first 2 weeks of January look like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with Legacy of the Divine. All right, we begin with new beginnings, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Water. Aces represent a new beginning, the start of a new path. It can be the beginning of the heart opening up again, an emotional renewal in some way within yourself or within an existing situation or relationship. It can represent new love and romance. We have the Two of Wands with that, being at a crossroads. Wands is governed by the element of fire, which is very action-oriented. So this would be being at a crossroads and trying to figure out what action to take, what path to take, or what choice to make. Perhaps considering going into something new or renewing an already existing situation. We have the Hanging Man, which is a card of not taking action, waiting, watching, seeing how something plays out. You're learning, though, you're getting a different perspective through this, which is why the Hanging Man hangs upside down in what might appear to be an awkward or uncomfortable position. It's transitional, it's not permanent, because he gains a different perspective while he's watching something playing out, but not taking action or not taking any decisive steps just yet. With the Queen of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. It might be you. It might be another fire sign or somebody manifesting like a fire sign who's relevant. If that's the case, this can represent both. If you're involved or connected somehow with another fire sign, you may be waiting on them. You may be waiting to see what they're doing in a situation. Or it could just be you kind of hanging back and watching and waiting before you figure out what is the right choice for you to make. Next, we have the Magician, the manifester, the entrepreneur, as I like to call him, of the tarot. This is somebody who started out as an apprentice, and through a long road of work and trial and experience and success and defeat, he's grown to the place where he can... he's very self-knowledgeable and self-aware. He has all the tools, experience, wisdom needed in order to make what he wants in his head and in his heart manifest into physical reality by combining all of his experience and resources and tools with the hard work to make something happen. This is a very self-actualized kind of person. He's had quite a long road of life behind him. I like seeing this too because the Magician showing up tells us, Aries, that you have everything that you need to manifest what you want. Whether you choose to do so, of course, is up to you. Free will, free agency. And with that Magician is the Ace of Coins, another ace, new beginnings. That might be in the earth energy, the practical area of life here. This could be moving, relocating, a new job, a new project of some kind. It could also be in a relationship. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles represents moving in with someone or cohabitation. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the first 2 weeks of January is justice. It's interesting. Some of the other signs got this too. I think Scorpio or Cancer got this as main energy too. So justice is the reap what you sow card. For some reason, I just pulled the next card, which is Six of Swords, which is healing. So justice is the reap what you sow card. It represents things balancing out. And no matter what, it can be about doing the right thing, the honorable, ethical thing according to the moral path that you've chosen. And it always represents something that was broken being made even or balanced again. It's about energies being made equitable and fair and balanced. And maybe that there's an opportunity for healing here. So for some of you, this may be an opportunity to do the right thing and bring healing to a situation that was broken before, that something wasn't right with it. I mean, justice in a sense is similar to temperance in that it's about neither too much of one thing nor too much of the other. It's about the scales weighing out even, and clarified with the Six of Swords. We're going to clarify again. This is an opportunity to balance something out which would bring healing. But there's some reluctant energy here. We do have that Two of Wands and the Hanging Man. So it feels as if you're not entirely certain what to do, or you're not entirely certain you want to do it. But there is an opportunity for healing here. Clarify. The Ten of Wands and the Devil. The Ten of Wands, a long-held burden coming to an end. It's also a card that shows up when somebody's feeling overwhelmed, because tens represent cycle ending, or the absolute maximum amount of energy that can be held in that suit, which is fire energy. So it's a long-held burden coming to an end, maybe an overwhelming one. And the Devil also represents negative, toxic cycles, something unhealthy, but which has an element of addiction or obsession or temptation in it, because that's how the devil enslaves and entraps, is through some kind of allurement, some kind of temptation in it that tells us, oh, I have to have that. I can't leave it. I can't turn away from it, which is why it's a card that often shows up for addictions and obsessions. So there's been some kind of unhealthy cycle. And it may be that the thing itself didn't start out as being unhealthy, but it's grown to the point that it has been something not right. I mean, all of these cards for the overall focus of the first half of January points to something not being right in your life in some way, something out of balance. It may be something that you didn't initially choose at the beginning, or it may be something that you're being, in a sense, morally called to do what you can in terms of doing the right thing, because I'm kind of getting that here, Aries. And doing the right thing varies per person, right? According to the moral and ethical path that you've chosen for your life, we need to make sure that our decisions and actions and words match that. Otherwise, we're being hypocritical, right? So this references something being broken, and there's an opportunity to do the right thing here, which will bring healing. And again, whatever was broken in the first place might not have been because of you or initial choice, but there's an opportunity here nonetheless. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Coins. We have two Ace of Coins here, which is the Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings in a practical way. New job, new home, moving, relocating, justice again. I'm feeling a choice here. I mean, we do have the Two of Coins, so there is a choice here. A choice to, I think this is renewal of a situation, but renewal in the sense of doing it the right way rather than the way that it was done before. it feels like you do bear some opportunity to have a significant impact here in a positive way. But I'm also kind of picking up that there's a reluctance or a not knowing yet, not actually taking action just yet, but because it's the primary focus, it's something that's weighing on you. Clarify the Hanging Man. The Knight of Wands, the opportunity for change coming in, perhaps really quickly. The Emperor, this is your sign attached to Aries, but it's over the Queen of Wands. So this may have to do with a relationship or connection with another fire sign, a relationship, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for the right time. Clarify the Magician. The Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing and orchestration. It's also a good money card. The Eight of Coins, the worker bee, nose to the grindstone, hard work, your job, your career, your business path, something you've been putting a lot of effort into, manifesting that. For some of you, it may not have anything to do with relationships. For some of you, it may be just in the earth energy area of your life, meaning the area of life that deals with money, finance, work, property, assets, career, all of that kind of stuff. It may be that aspect of your life, there was something unhealthy about it or something toxic about it. But of course, the temptation for that would be money. Let me clarify the Ace of Coins. But it looks like you're waiting for the right opportunity to come along, or you're waiting to act on the right opportunity. But it feels here like Spirit brings something in for you, which you are able to act on. Clarify the Ace of Coins. The Ace of Cups and the Chariot, another Ace of Cups. We have the Ace of Earth, the Ace of Water. The Chariot is a card that represents success on a difficult path, which makes the success all that much more sweet. Sorry about that area. That was just kind of feeling some stuff. Again, there's a strong sense here that something was out of balance. But like with a lot of the readings I'm getting for the going into the new year, Spirit is bringing opportunities to correct something that was wrong, bringing something back into balance, either because it was something that you did and so you share some of the responsibility of making healthier decisions and actions to bring something back into balance, which here it might be a relationship or it might be a work or money situation. For some of you, like with the other signs, there were some things that happened to you independent of your choosing them. But again, it's being brought back into balance here, which is, and I sort of gave this, and I think it was Scorpio or Cancer's reading, that's what justice means. It means taking something that wasn't right and making it right, or making the scales balance out somehow. But for you, it feels like it's quite positive, especially if this has anything to do with money, work, business, or career, or home in terms of the property itself. Because there's something coming in here, there's an opportunity coming in here, which you have the ability to manifest and to act on, if you put the work into it. And it could turn out to be something really beautiful, because you have a bunch of aces which represent new beginnings or the opportunity to have a new path. In the aces hold the potential of the 10. if you put the work and the effort into them, they can grow and manifest into a larger sense of abundance, especially this Ace of Coins. It's interesting that you're watching and waiting to see how something plays out, though. Some of you, that may have something to do with waiting to see what somebody else does before you make a decision or before you take action. All right, let's end with pulling some advice and guidance cards for Aries for the first 2 weeks of January. The Two of Swords in the reverse. In the upright position, this is somebody who feels stuck at a crossroads, needs to make a choice, but doesn't want to, or is reluctant or resistant to do it, just really doesn't want to. So in the reverse, this is about ripping the blindfold off and making your choice and moving forward. The Queen of Wands again. If this isn't another person relevant to you, if it is, this would be getting unstuck about them and just moving forward into your decision or choice path. Spirit is advising you to get unstuck and to make a choice and move forward, and rather assertively and aggressively, because that's your path to victory here with the Six of Wands. Not just victory, but recognition too, like public recognition as well. If this is something, an opportunity you're waiting on, or you're waiting to see what somebody else does before you act, Spirit is saying, don't do that. You act anyway. Move forward on this opportunity. Stop waiting for somebody else to see what somebody else does in order for you to decide. Make a choice as to what you want or what your moral and ethical path is going to be, and make your decisions and your choices match that, irregardless of what anybody else around you does. Okay, Aries. Well, I feel like I should just stop there, so I'm going to. That is your reading. Those are your messages, general messages for the first 2 weeks of January 2022. I hope you found them useful, helpful, gave you some food for thought. Again, if any of this resonates with you, you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. You can also get that info by clicking the description link below. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the January mid-month readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Have a lovely, peaceful transition into the new year, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.